a clean sheet, that would be a pleasing side of tonight, but just couldn't quite get the win in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's pleasing from previous games, but we really want the win, and it was just tough not to take it home tonight.
Started playing this formation at the start of the season, and you used to it from that perspective. How easy was it playing with Dynel and Jordan today?
Yeah, I mean, with the personnel we have, we can switch, so it weren't too much different, just only we had 3 centre-halves instead of 2, but it allowed me and Cogs to get further up the pitch and get more crosses in the box.
Yeah, and as far as they were concerned, it was a bit of a match-up first half, wasn't it, because they played the same sort of style as you, but in the second half, the chances did start to come.
Yeah, I mean, teams now recently have looked at us and how to press our back four and get onto me and Cogs a bit more. So I think today we just tried to switch up a bit and go man for man, and I think all the lads dealt with their battles well.
A couple of really dangerous crosses in. I think Kane got on the end of one of them, didn't they? The keeper made a decent save, and then Paul couldn't turn the rebound in. Another one flashed across the 6-yard box as well. Yeah,
I mean, assist is due, but the lads are working hard to get in the box, so all credit's due really.
Look at the stats, and that's 4 games without a win. But you had only lost one of the last 8-9 games now, isn't it, that you've played? So the form is there, but you've got to just turn those into 3 points again. And I suppose just 2 points out of 9 at home, that's not what you were expecting.
I mean, if you look at it in a way of football terms, it's just what football is really, and you get ups and downs, and having just one loss, it's disappointing, but we know we can continue to get back on the path of winning, and I think with performances like that, we'll get better outcomes.
At the weekend, it just looks as if that first goal just seemed to knock the stuffing out of you, because you never got on your game at all, did you?
I think Saturday was just, no one was on their A game. Like tonight, I think we still could have pushed a bit more, but it was a big step from where we was on Saturday.
And I suppose having won a series of games away from home as well, you're going to have confidence still on your travels. It's not as if relying on the home form, which you did to a large extent last season here.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking to get form in all aspects, or home, away, wherever we are. We just want to play football, and I think with the away form we have this season, going away to Carlisle on Saturday is a way to prove that we can do it at home as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a break from the league action, as you say, and it's not like revenge, isn't it? But you can play much better than you did against them last Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big shock to them, and with us, we just need to focus on ourselves and get back to where we are.
And playing in the back four and then being the full back to get forward, or playing as a wing back, what does that change in terms of your game and what you need to concentrate on?
It don't change my game too much really. It just gives me more accessibility to get forward, and in terms of that, it's still hard work to get back and defend. So all in all, it's similar, but you just have that extra security in the extra body at the back.
And even Rob was just telling me that Crewe have beaten Leeds on penalties in the Papa John's tonight, so you've actually qualified for the next round of that as well. So is that a bit of a surprise, or a really good thing for the squad? Yeah, because I think a few of the lads looked at the squad of Leeds before, and they played quite a strong side. So when we came in and some of the lads were like, "Oh, Crewe won," we were quite surprised, but we're also happy to get through as well. And the cup competitions are important. I mean, I think obviously league's your bread and butter in terms of that, but as a squad, you must fancy a bit of cup glory as well. Obviously, Tranmere have been to the final of that competition quite recently.
Yeah, I mean, for the club and for the fans, it's good, and for us players, it's even better just to get more games under our belt during the season.
And people will talk about the magic of the FA Cup growing up. I mean, perhaps it's not quite the same as it was 20-25 years ago, but for you, does it still sort of hold that special significance in a season?
Yeah, I mean, when I was at my previous club, I played my first game in the FA Cup, and it was just surreal. And with some of the mates I have back there and back home, playing with them was the greatest thing ever, and we just couldn't believe it. So I think to every kid, you look at the FA Cup as the biggest competition in England, so just to play in it is just amazing, isn't it?
I suppose you have those dreams that you get through the first round and the second round, and then you are looking at the draw then and hoping it's going to be a big club and one that you know very, very well as well. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, you hope to get big clubs and previous clubs you've been at, and if it goes that way, it goes that way, but if it doesn't, then you just crack on and enjoy playing in the FA Cup. Because you've had that experience already this season with Newcastle coming here in the League Cup as well. That was a great night, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was surreal, just playing against experienced and just players that play in the Premier League, the best league in the world. So and the way we held them off, it just goes to show that like what we can do as a squad, and if we keep adding and adding, and even with like the additions of Jordan and Donnell, just to improve and just keep cracking on with everyone.
Another simple message to Carlisle: it won't be the same Tranmere that turns up at Brunton Park on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, no, completely different Tranmere, very completely different, and I think they're going to be quite shocked of like what's going to hit them on Saturday.